Hey everyone, my name is Sam Miller, and I wanted to touch on my experience working with Scott Oldford in his Accelerator program. This case study and testimonial is long overdue, but wanted to give you guys some concise feedback on maybe what to expect from a similar experience in working with Scott. Something that Scott talks about is kind of the difference between a coach and a mentor. I really do feel that Scott serves most fully in that capacity of truly being a mentor. And a couple of the things that you always look for in a mentor, but also probably with a coach, is can you get a return on investment in that experience? Also, did they sort of teach you the tools and frameworks or strategies that you need, along with also sort of supporting your current state as a human being? And one of the great things about Scott is that not only did I get my return on investment from the experience, because I think there are a lot of more logical, more financially driven people who truly need that ROI to make the decision to invest in the experience, but also just as a human being getting to the point where working with a mentor or someone that you kind of view as a confidant for your business, and getting to the point where Scott truly made me feel as though I did not need that anymore. Really, a lot of the things that Scott talks about in his programs is sort of scaling the concept of self-trust within your business. And I don't know of anyone out there who does that better than Scott in helping you cultivate that for yourself. Whether that's supporting you from a strategic perspective, or that's supporting you from more of a mindset perspective. I think this is going to be great for the entrepreneurs, the business owners, digital marketers who are already, doing the work in their business. You don't necessarily need the accountability, but you're really looking for that higher level strategy support and mindset support. Scott's able to meet you where you're at and really help to execute that. When I met Scott, I did have a high ticket offer in place, as well as some front end offers to bring in new traffic. But with Scott, I was able to implement both the ROI method in terms of having relevancy, omnipresence, and intimacy, and fine tune some of those components specifically for my audience that helped to feed into some of the programs I was already doing. What I liked about Scott is he didn't necessarily try to overhaul or flip my entire business, was always trying to kind of asked me how I felt about different initiatives or ideas. It wasn't necessarily him pushing or pulling or tugging me in a different direction. It was always kind of through the lens of how I felt about different decisions, and really getting back to listening to my gut and understanding where I guess there was the most alignment in terms of my thoughts, my feelings, and the direction that I wanted to take things. So if you are considering working with Scott, just in terms of my experience, 100%, I did make, my return on investment in terms of recouping the amount spent to receive the mentorship with Scott in his Accelerator program. Although I'm sure you could expect similar ROI from complementary programs, whether it's still called the Accelerator or anything else. So that's more the financial or metric driven perspective. And then just from a personal perspective, it was nice to finally work with someone who their goal wasn't necessarily to sell me on the next thing. By working with Scott, I certainly do want to participate in other workshops and other events that he might be hosting, but it's not necessarily that our relationship was sort of contingent upon that. Really, Scott talked a lot about, that self-trust component, kind of getting to the point where you don't necessarily feel as though you need a coach, and not in the sense of hubris or having too much confidence, but just beginning to kind of tap in to your own thought process around things, your own energy around things, and having the surety about yourself and your business to make necessary decisions to move forward. So if you're someone who's been kind of thinking about working with Scott, hopefully this video was helpful for you in understanding my experience. I primarily work within the realm of health, fitness, and nutrition, primarily working with coaches in a mentorship capacity. And so learning from Scott was very helpful and could be applied not only to my industry, but any other industry as well. So it's not necessarily something that's specific only to, marketers or business coaches or anything like that, though you certainly could take the tools and frameworks and models and apply it within your business as well. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. I really enjoyed working with Scott, and definitely long overdue on this video feedback, but hopefully it was helpful for you guys.